me tell you where we are then. So the situation is that we will be lobbying the WBA to declare this as a no contest. The knockdown, which the referee said was below the belt. If anybody's looked, I'm quite sure a lot of you now have looked back and seen where the punch actually landed, which was on the waistband of his shorts. It's not about, that weren't a low blow anyway, you've got to hit him on the shorts, but the criteria as is explained at the rules meeting, the waist is the midpoint of your hips, the hips to your body. So it's much lower, and that was a legitimate blow, and it should have been stopped. You've got a 3 minutes and 46 seconds recovery time, which was wrong. He got it wrong, the referee, and I still don't understand if it wasn't a low blow, why he didn't take any points off. But that's where we're going with this. It was the game plan all along was looking for body shots. We felt that was a great champion, so we got tremendous respect for him. We thought that was his chink in his armour, and that's what Daniel was trying to exploit, and eventually did do that, and has been chipped.
What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, Frank Warren is putting a pretty interesting argument forward here. Oh yeah, before I start, big shout out to my doggy for coming through and boosting up the coin. My bro Yo-Yo said, let me put it up here quick time, one of them quick ones. Allow it. Dead ass windows, man. Anyway, end of the day, man, Donnie said, you can sit there now, more gambling funds for the YB to lose. Classic. Yeah, more gambling funds for the YB to lose. Much appreciated. That $10 definitely went. That's what we know for a fact. We know that $10 is not in the YB's bank account any longer. Yeah, he put $50 on Usyk to win on points. Oops, gone. Yeah, no doubt. Anyway, we've heard some interesting points there from Frank Warren. I've been hearing a lot about this naval business. I'm tired of hearing about the navel. Yeah? Now, try this on your own body. Because scientifically speaking, I'm trying to work out what the problem is with anything but a ball shot. Your balls are sensitive, fine. Even if you've got a metal plate on, which I've seen videos, you can put a metal plate on and people can hit you with a baseball bat. You ain't going to die. You know what I mean? So, but you know what? For argument's sake, okay, not the balls. Anyone with a brain, which is apart from Usyk said, oh, hit me in the balls. No. Yeah, anyone with a brain can see that was no end of the balls. So test this yourself, yeah? Relax your belly. Relax it. So you got a big pot belly. Relax. Don't blow out. Just relax. And start at the top, yeah? And go lower and lower and lower. And feel how pudgy it is. Yeah? Even if you're ripped, it goes pudgy. Goes soft. And now tense it. Start at the top and go down. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard. Literally, you can tense their muscles right up until, I'd say about, what is it? I'd say there's muscle there, yeah, until about an inch or two before your shaft starts. If you go 2 inches up from your shaft and you relax and then tense, you'll feel the muscle. So that should be the rule. The rule should be 2 inches from your shaft. Yeah, 2 inches from the start of your shaft is an illegal shot because that's muscle there. Yeah, that's muscle. Fact. Again, you can try it yourself. That's muscle. And besides, it wasn't 2 inches off his, off the start of his shaft. Yeah? Unless Usyk is, what's that machine called in Teletubbies? Unless Alexander Usyk, his name is Moo. Is it Moo? Nunu? Some one of them once. That Hoover one. Yeah, the Hoover off of Teletubbies. I think it's Moo. Unless Alexander Usyk is Moo and has his dong on his head, more or less, give or take, yeah, on his chest, there's no way that was in his nuts or anywhere close to his shaft. So the shot was legal. Now again, people are saying navel this, navel that. Listen, what will be interesting is the fact that Frank Warren says the rules are apparently regardless of anything. That's what I've heard. Truth be known, yeah, put everything else to one side. What I thought was the case, I thought they said, I've seen loads of referee things before. They say anything above here is legal, anything on the belt line is legal. I've never heard them say, oh, your navel. I've never heard that. I just haven't. If I'd heard it, I'd tell you that. I've never heard one referee say anything above here, anything above your navel's okay. No. Yeah, they say anything on the belt line is okay. Anything below is not okay. Which makes perfect sense to me. After all, Daniel Dubois doesn't have infrared, laser-guided weapon systems where he can look through Usyk's big, pulled-up, thick belt line to work out where his navel is. How ridiculous. How ridiculous do you have to be? Eddie Hearn, Tony Bellend, who else is there? The other, Liam Elbow Smith. Yeah, how goofy do you have to be to talk about a navel? How would you know where that was? Everyone's got different physiology as well. Yeah, some dudes are lanky, some dudes are stubby. How would you know where? Some dudes have big wide hips, big female hips, some dudes have skinny. So what do you mean the navel? Yeah, you're in a fight, people. Do you get that? You're in a fight at the end of the day. There ain't no navel about it. There ain't no sitting there, ooh, is that the navel? What's that, Usyk? Your shorts are pulled up too high. I can't see your navel, and hence, I can't throw a body shot. No, it's a fight. Yeah? The fight is, anything above the belt line is fine. Anything on the belt line, that big chunky wide belt thing, that's what's legal. Simple as that, in my book. Simple as that. Yeah, no doubt. It's legal on the belt. Because the belt's got a big thick thing on it as well. Got a big thick pad on it. So, they've got a big thick diaper underneath. So if you hit that, great. Do you know what I mean? Especially the way Usyk acts. As much as you can't even see his belly button. He pulls it right up. So if anything, this is what they call poetic justice. You got what you asked for, unfortunately, mate. He does that in most fights. Usyk comes in with his shorts halfway towards his chest. Yeah? He thinks he's smart. He thinks he's sneaky. And unfortunately, Sneaky wasn't too sneaky this time. And you got knocked spark out. He was rolling on the floor for 10 minutes, more or less. That's how I've never seen a man more knocked out than Usyk was. He was spark out. Yeah, I've got a video coming soon. Usyk goes, I would have made the count. You weren't making nothing. You was rolling. If you'd have made the count, you'd have been up, wouldn't you? Like Ryan Garcia, for example. Ryan Garcia could have made the count, and he was up. He was jacked. You was on the floor, rolling on there, about 2 minutes in about you'd have made the count. You weren't making nothing. You'd have been lucky to make it home for next morning's breakfast. You miss his breakfast. That's how it felt to me. When I saw the way Usyk was on the floor, I thought, listen, someone in Usyk's camp need to pick the blower up and call Usyk's missus and tell him he won't be home for breakfast because he's rolling on the floor right now. He's been rolling on the floor. That's just what happened. I'd love to tell you otherwise, people. He was on the floor. He was not making no count. Certainly not the 10. Maybe, and again though, the way these weird referees have been, maybe they would have given Usyk a 100 count. Yeah? He might have made it there. Listen, I'll be fair. Yeah? Would Usyk have made a 100 count? Maybe. He weren't making a 10 count. Not in a month of Sundays. Not even close to 10. Close to 100? Maybe. Not close to 10. Yeah? He was out. Finished. Sparko. Bottom line. It was a legal shot. And I've already said, I keep saying it, I'm not a Dubois fanboy. I'd rather Dubois have just lost clear, without this whole controversy, for what it's worth. Because he didn't impress me at all. Frank Warren said, the strategy was the body shots. You wouldn't have known it, would you? He wasn't in there. I've seen, for example, watch Errol Spence. I've seen Errol Spence wing into the body. Pop, pop, wing, wing. That's the Errol Spence 101. Pop, pop, wing, wing. Jab, jab, wing, wing to the body. Dubois weren't doing that, was he? Dubois was in there trying to box with dude. Ultimately, wasn't he? I actually think that's a good strategy. I think a good strategy to fight Usyk is, you get your hands up. Pop, pop, wing, wing. Yeah? Pop, pop, wing, wing. Just again and again and again. Pop, pop, wing, wing. Don't worry about what's coming back. Just focus on, because someone pointed it out on the radio cast, and thinking about it now, it's true. Usyk gets shut down when you go to his body. He's not so tricky and he's not so crafty when you're punching him downstairs. Yeah? Forget what's coming back. Pop, pop, wing, wing. No, AJ didn't do it. AJ politicking. Oh, let's box with dude. Dubois, politicking. No good. So please don't confuse this with me backing Dubois. But it is what it is. He was knocked out. Do you know what I mean? He was knocked out, man. There's no other way of saying it. So it's going to be interesting to see what the actual rules are, because I've been watching boxing for years. Yeah, I've never heard of the navel once. Never. Now, OIB, well, you're naive. Fine. But why haven't I heard I've seen loads of pre-fight things where the referees are saying, here, above here, above here. I've never not heard no navel. Never heard no navel. I've heard of referees complaining about the belt line being too high, etc., etc. Do you know what I'm saying? Never heard of no navel though. Yeah, navel seems to be like some sort of Usyk in-house thing. Oh yeah, let's talk about the navel. Because for people who don't know nothing, it sounds cool. Oh, the navel YB. You know what I mean? You see that one there? That's what people do. People in positions of power, they find these words. Navel. Yeah, navel. Oh, yeah, but you don't know. Listen, my name's Tony Bellend. I've been in the game 20 years. You don't know the navel like I know the navel. You see that one? They try and clown the masses like they know something we don't. Yeah? F the navel. How about that? How about you're a grown-ass man and you're in a fight? Yeah, if it goes that way, it goes that way. It wasn't intentional. It's a fight, people. Do you get that? It's a fight with two men moving. It might go a little low sometimes. I don't think it was low at all, but it might drift that way. It doesn't mean it's not a legit shot. Yeah? Now, if you're in there, I've seen fights before of dudes in there, and their shots are literally hitting short air. You know when they've got their shorts on and the shorts are baggy, and you can see the air in the shorts getting puffed out because they're going so low. Literally, they're hitting leg almost. I think even with Canelo and Floyd, there was maybe one or two of them. Fine. This was a more or less, yeah. It was a textbook shot for me. It really was textbook. I have to say that. It was, could it have been a little bit more perfect? Maybe an inch or two higher, but listen, like I said, it's a fight, people. You can't respect the fight game and then be doing these kind of things. Yeah? If you understand the dynamics of a fight, you'll know why this shot was legal. It has to be legal. Otherwise, where do you draw the line? You know what I mean? Where do you draw the line? Oh yeah, but YB, his navel is higher than his navel. That's where it goes ultimately. If you start talking about navels and not belt lines, you just end up in a messy place. Oh YB, the shot was on his solar plexus, but his navel is in his solar plexus. Why not say that? What? I'm special. Yeah, it's a bit like Donnies who identify as men that are not men. Yeah, you have a minge between your legs. You are not a man. Nonetheless, oh yeah, but see where I'm going with this? That's where it ends up. Yeah, but YB, Usyk's so special. He's so God gifted. His navel is actually in his chest cavity, so it's low blow. That's what we'll head to. You'll see Usyk come in with shorts just around his chest, and Tony Bellend will say, yeah, but he knocked me out, so his navel's there. That's what Bellend would do, because he got an agenda to push. Tony, you got knocked out. Yeah, that's done now. Usyk done cooked you. You don't owe him anything, and you're acting like he's your daddy. You know what I mean? Trying to toe the party line. Yeah. And same as Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn blowing off Usyk because AJ got punked by him. Oh yeah, the navel. Yeah, the navel. Come on. But yeah, let's see what the officials say. Obviously, this ain't never going to be overturned. There's more chance. Yeah, you best believe it. There's more chance of many things happening than this fight being overturned. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, leck off the bell, 100%, no doubt.